All right. Well, there we go, 2 minutes past the hour, and here we go. Welcome back to everybody for our Ace Communications Ace of Spades Dealer Program 2.0. A winning hand. So, just a quick recap on what we did last year. We had a strong continuous growth over the last 3 years here at Ace. We have seen some tremendous leaps and bounds in the industry. We're doing better. We're growing. We're taking on more brands. Our key accomplishments for the last 12 months, you might be aware of the fact that Grant Sleep, our technical director, won the Technical Excellence Award at Motorola at their Channel Partner Conference earlier this year. We entered into distribution agreements with Intel and Savox, and that's an agreement for ANZ. Something that's not on the slide is we're actually in the process of signing up another brand for ANZ as well. Sumoco distribution agreement was finalized. Jason Jaski was appointed National Sales Manager just last month. So we're investing in people as well as ability and technology in order to help you guys, our dealers and our channel partners. The Motorola partnership is growing as well, so we can bring you value-added solutions. This is a really big part of our growth. The sales and technical training is available to everybody from one-man companies to 20, 30, 100 people companies. Technical and engineering support, whether it's a small system or a large system, we're able to do that for you. We're constantly looking at freight options. This is an ongoing problem. It's expensive. It's difficult. We've got customers all over the country, and we're always looking to improve freight options. So if you've got some advice for us, we're welcome to listen to. We'll always listen to it, and we're always trying to improve our freight services. We also recognize that the industry is changing. The industry is changing rapidly. We said this last year. We say it almost every day. Technology is changing. It's changing so fast that we have to keep up. And in order to keep up, we have to keep our dealers current and trained, and they have to know what's going on. So this is where our support comes in. It's far more important now than it was 2, 3, 5 years ago. And we're supporting our dealers to grow so that they can move themselves into a better position for the future. With that now, I'll just hand you over to Greg Eckstein. He's our resident consultant and doing lots of work with Motorola and some other tech companies throughout the world. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Kevin. Welcome, everyone. And as Kevin mentioned, the industry is changing quite rapidly. So we are adopting the program as time goes by to address those needs to support all of you. So today we just wanted to give you a quick overview of the program 2.0. And the categories we remain the same. We've got spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs based on contribution. So we'll be reaching out to you to talk to you about where you fit into the program. One new feature of the program this year is the Empower program. And I've got a slide in a little bit to give you more details. But this is fantastic because it gives you credits and loyalty points that accumulate like a frequent flyer program over time as you buy products. So last year, when you bought products from us, you didn't accumulate any points or didn't get any credits. This year you do. So it's a simple program, and if you'd like to engage it, we'll be more than happy to talk with you to get you signed up. Secondly, we are moving our virtual education to the next level for this financial year. And we'll show you some slides here in a little bit about some webinars that we're going to deliver for you to help you upskill yourself to take advantage of how the industry is changing. Last year, in the first year of our Ace of Spades program, we built videos for you. So please go to the Ace Communications YouTube channel. You'll see over 20 videos there that you can watch that are very short and very informative to help you understand new technology that we're offering and industry trends, and also frequently asked questions. Now, one thing that won't change is the touch that you get from Ace. So we'll always be there to talk to you and support you regardless of your needs. Different aspects and engagement of the program. As we mentioned, your status in the program is generated automatically based on your purchases from ACE, and you go into categories. So as you can see, the spades and diamonds, we're going to be reaching out to you actively, trying to make sure we are meeting your needs, understanding how your needs are changing, and making sure you're aware of upcoming training and signed up for the Empower program if you like. Those of you that are hearts and clubs, of course, will still be in contact with you in any form that you would like to communicate with us. And all of those videos and trainings, as you can see, the YouTube channel especially is available to you. So let's just look quickly here at the features of the program. Again, as Kevin mentioned, the program is designed to help you grow your business, remain relevant, and drive profitability for you by selling solutions. As many as you have seen, the IT world is beginning to intersect with the communications world, and there is a great opportunity for you there, and we want to support you in that regard. So as the industry's changing, we're constantly updating the program. 3 advantages of the program. First of all, you'll be in a community. As some of you know, I was a dealer for 6 years, and it's always good to be a part of a community where we can hear best practices and listen to other dealers and what's happening. So you'll certainly have that opportunity in the Ace of Spades. The incentive program, we would strongly encourage you to engage the program. It costs nothing, and you simply get credits for what you were doing last year. It's pretty much as simple as that. And like I said, if you've not registered yet, please contact us and we'll get you in the program. Benefits. Now that we're trying to get this COVID thing behind us, our goal is to grow 15%. As Kevin mentioned, the business did very well through the COVID crisis. We've made changes, we've adapted like everyone else, and we want to continue that growth at 15%. And to do that, we need to help you grow. And that's what the Ace of Spades program is all about. It's a program designed to support you and help you understand the new industry solutions, the transformation strategies that are occurring, and help you continually adapt and move up the value chain. Engaging the program. So we will contact you if we haven't done so already, and share with you information on the program, where you sit in the program, and then inform you of some of the upcoming training that we're going to be offering in the form of webinars. So look forward to working with you in the Ace of Spades program. Empower, I'd like to just show one slide on this very exciting program. This is a program that is being hosted by Motorola. So it is very easy to engage administratively. You simply register for the program, and then you will automatically be informed of your status in the program, how many points that you have, and also all the different brands and gifts that you can redeem your points for, things that could come in handy at Christmas time. So now is the time to get engaged into the Empower program and start to accumulate points and start to accelerate your sales here in the last quarter of the year. In terms of education, we feel that a year ago, we were saying that the industry was changing rapidly. Well, it's changing even more rapidly 12 months later. And what's driving that is our partnership with Motorola. And Motorola is continuing to expand their portfolio of products and technologies, which you can deliver through a partnership with ACE to your end user customers. So you can see here the diverse range of unified communications, body-worn cameras, products like a Vigilon, which is video analytics. So the communications space is starting to grow and intersect with the IT space. And all of these things are very, very positive for you and your business growth. Our job is to train you so that you're able to understand what technologies are available and how to implement them, how to sell them, etc. So our webinar series will be designed to do just that. Now, the first webinar series that we're going to offer for you is going to help you go through this journey. We talked to you a year ago about the importance of going from analog to digital, Now we're already creeping into IT, and Wave that we announced maybe 4 or 5 months ago is now in the cloud. So you can see how rapidly it's moving, from digital through IP right into the cloud. Now, in our webinar series, we want to help show you what that journey looks like. We don't want you to be intimidated by, the way that you can adapt and start to take on more technologies and offer more to your customers. So in this webinar series, first, we're going to do what we call the new normal and show you some industry best practices about how other dealers around the world are adapting their engagement in a kind of a remote, engagement world where, how do you maintain your customer intimacy when it's a remote engagement? You can't fly around maybe, or there's no events. Webinar number 2 is about adoption. How do you move from being transactional to start selling solutions and attaching services and increasing your deal size and increasing your overall profitability and the value that you bring to your end user customers? In the optimize module, we will be talking about how you can start to develop the skills in the IT area of communications, and then ultimately transformation, which is way out there. And we don't expect any of you to get to that point, certainly in the next 12 to 24 months, but we would like to show you, what some dealers are doing and the extent to which they're adapting and transforming their business. Here's a definition, everyone, of what we think that it means for a dealer in each phase of this, of evolution, okay? So I know that all of you are at the transact phase and have the capabilities to do what you can see here for standalone multi-site, communications infrastructure, turbo, and being comfortable with digital. But then we start to move to the right to what we call adopt. And that's what I mentioned in terms of solution sales. And this is the type of environment that you would see as you evolve to that type of level. Optimize, you can see, now we're starting to get into the cloud, right? And fully managed IT services, and then finally transform. So this is a fantastic opportunity for both ACE and for you to grow together. And our job is we want to help you see how you can go on that journey with our support to continue to grow. Now with that, I would like to turn it over to Grant Sleep to talk about some important topics related to product launches. And Grant, it's over to you.
Morning, folks. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for the introduction, and welcome back, folks. It's good to talk to you again. It's been a while. This morning we had a real exciting announcement. I know you guys were all big users of the the Vertex VX456 radio, and we haven't really had anything to replace that with until recently. So about 6 months ago now, we launched the new Intel DX485U CB radio to replace the VX456 radio that left a real big hole in all of our turnovers around the country. That's the unit. They're currently in stock. Guys, this is now no longer just a straightforward CB radio. It is actually a CB radio and a DMR radio. So your first 90 odd channels are taken up by the CB code plug, which comes standard in the radio from the factory. The radio is a lot smaller than the VX456 used to be. If you're going to take it and compare it to a current Motorola radio, that is a DP3600. That is the Intel that stands next to it. Now, this is the smallest Motorola radio that we've got on the market at the moment. So you can see at the moment, the comparison between the two radios is quite small compared to even the DP3661. The audio quality of this radio is superb, both in analog and digital, and you guys need to hear it to understand what I'm talking about. We have a demo kit available on this radio. Talk to us about the demo kit. Talk to us about what you'd like to see in the radio. It is evolving, guys. So this radio is on a constant evolve with Intel. With the demise of Hytera worldwide at the moment, the European dealers got hold of Intel and asked them for a tier 3 solution to replace the high terminals with, if they go into a terrible demise. This radio is being evolved into tier 3. So currently it's DMR tier 1 and 2. It is coming as a tier 3, guys. So this radio will be available as tier 3, and it should be this quarter this year. So we will have a tier 3 solution for you for those high terror radios when and if the court cases that Motorola have pending for high terror really take effect in the country, and the high terror dealers out there find they don't have a product. Okay. With the new Intel product, we are branching it out into the Baby, which is a full non-display radio, and there is a full keypadded radio also coming. That will also be end of this quarter, first quarter of next year. Now that's the VHF radio, so we are getting the VHF band, the U1 and U2 bands of all of these radios available. The other exciting announcement we have is we have also got access to the Intel Marine products. And I'm going to hand you over to Kevin. Kevin's going to explain to you all about the Marine products and the other offerings that are coming in that space. Kev, over to you, son.
Vertical for us. You look at Australia is this big piece of land with lots of water around it, and there's a tremendous amount of marine activity, from moms and dads going fishing all the way up to bulk carriers operating across the world, carrying iron ore and coal and resources back and forward. All these vessels have radios. They're all using VHF Marine, and we've managed to secure this deal with Intel, and that gives us an ANZ exclusive for most of their products. The first item that we have here is the HT644. It's your marine standard. This is probably the biggest mover of Intel products anywhere in the world. It's a straightforward marine portable. Again, you could put this on your fishing boat, or you could put this on a bulk carrier. The other radio available is the HT649. It's the GMDSS version. Again, it's submersible, completely waterproof. It's available with the standard rechargeable battery and all that, all the standard accessories, but it also has available for emergency use only a once-off emergency battery. So these batteries you use when your boat is gone, it's sunk, and you're floating on the ocean, and you're waiting for the Coast Guard to come and fetch you. So it's a once-off emergency operation with GMDSS solutions. The rest of the Intel range is coming. There's some really high-spec Intel radios that's coming in regarding firefighting capabilities. The other Intel radios that we do is the DT, the DX, the ATEX series. I apologize, and these are available in 2A and 2C, 1 watt and 4 watt categories. They're IECEX, and they're also ATEX. They're not available for mining at the moment. It is something they're looking at, but the demand is, if the demand is there and you think you have demand for it, come and speak to us. We'll speak to them and they will develop it for us.
Currently, guys, this radio also stops like the Motorola range at 470. However, we are discussing with Intel at the moment, and it looks like we can push this radio to 480 megs, which means we will be able to put the CB channels into it as well. We have not tested that yet, so don't take it to market yet.
That's correct, Grant. They are busy developing it for us at the moment, and we're in negotiation with them. So the 403 to 470 will be stretched to 480, which will include the UHF CB, of course. The U2 version in the IECEX is also being currently developed by Intel for us. So that's going to give us the full spectrum VHF U1 and U2. And with that, we can change the slide, Greg. Special announcement, we signed up with Savox as well recently. We signed an exclusive distribution agreement. Now, many of you people know Savox. Many of you have been selling Savox over the years. Savox has been licensed under a number of different brands, including Motorola. So we've sold heaps of Savox gear, all with Motorola brand, and they usually model specific for the high tier Motorola models, the ATEX versions and that sort of stuff. But Savox offers an entire range of audio accessories. Again, they're high-end audio accessories. These are not your $20, $30 earpieces. These are high-end for emergency situations, police, fire, ambulance, SWAT teams, military, building into helmets and headsets, hazardous material gear. You know, the guys go out into dangerous environments and they're wearing full scuba apparatus. These are the kind of things that get built into their helmet headsets. So if you have any opportunities out there, this is a really exciting part of our portfolio, and we're really starting to get some traction on this. We're looking forward to the future, and I think Savox is going to be an important part of our portfolio. And with all that, there's another announcement that we haven't had time to make a slide for it. So this is hot off the press. Distribution agreement with a power company out of Canada. They manufacture power supplies, bench power supplies, rack-bound power supplies, and a whole range of other products that go into power. So watch this space. This is yet another arrow in our arsenal. So please keep an eye on it. We will let you know as we go ahead, and we will be making an announcement, an official announcement, as soon as the ink is dried. With all that, we really look forward to growing with you in 2021. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to speak to us. Grant is available for your technical questions. Jason and Sheridan and Bart and Mike are available for any sales-related questions. And you can speak to me anytime you want. So please remember, if you've got even the smallest thing, if it's a couple of handheld CBs that you're looking at selling and you're not sure what to do, come and speak to us. If you've got a large mine site with multiple areas and remote areas that needs remote links and microwave links and a full-on TurboNet Capacity Plus system with GPS, give us a ring. We will help you. We're a value-added distributor, and you have got a winning hand in ACE. Thank you very much. And with that, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them.
There's a Q&A tab on there, folks. If you want to ask any questions, just jump in the Q&A tab. We'll give it a couple of minutes. If there's no questions coming through, we'll end the meeting. And thank you for your time. You can raise the hand.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes, that's you, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
How are you all?
Very well,
thank you.
very
How
well.
are you?
Very well, thank you.
That's good. Your webinar was excellent to finally attend. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks. You're too kind. The check is in the mail.
Sorry?
The check is in the mail.
Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm just actually home from surgery from hospital for a knee procedure. So it was a good opportunity for me just to sit and finally look at your webinar. I do have a couple of questions regarding the DX400. You're in the UHF 1 band. You were talking about going maybe to the UHF 2. When is that likely? Or
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So VHF and U1, we have those in stock at the moment. The only U2 we have at the moment is the DX485CB, which is 450 to 520. The 422 and the non-keypad version and the full keypad version. The non-keypad version is on order already. We're expecting to take delivery of that in the next couple of weeks. The 486, which is a full keypad version, they told us would be available Q3. We're already in Q3, so at Q4. We're already in Q4, so I'd imagine it's imminent.
Awesome.
So the U2 is available. If you want to place your orders now, you're more than welcome to. If you take the CB, the 485 CB, you'd be able to get all the the audio quality. You'd be able to do all the testing and everything in there. The 482 is just a non-keypad version of the CB.
So the 485 is a partial, isn't it? Partial keypad.
So yes, it's a limited keypad, correct.
Yeah, okay, no, that's cool. That's something that we want to go to market with once we actually try to come up with looking at probably trying to get a demo kit with you guys.
Yeah, they're available, Kim, and in the demo kit you get a couple of radios. So that's the limited keypad unit. All right, so that's
it?
That is the unit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's very good.
OLED's got an OLED display on it. It's got full scanning in it. It's DMR. It's full-blown DMR. It'll also do dual capacity direct mode in simplex. It just won't do any of the, like all the other non-Motorola products, it won't do any of the Motorola signaling. So it can't do capacity plus, link capacity plus, or IP side connect. It's conventional DMR. But as mentioned, it's also going to be tier 3 available probably first quarter next year. It's being developed as tier 3 at the moment. And that's a firmware upgrade. So you don't have to change the unit, it'll be a firmware upgrade. We're developing new firmware for this radio all the time as we ask for items to be extended onto the unit. They do comply and build it for us. They've been very, very responsive and very cooperative with us. But it's a nice unit. It's a really small radio.
I might add, Kim, that these are selling really well. We looked at a replacement for the VX456. It did leave a big hole. That was probably our single biggest selling radio ever. And we needed to replace it. So we found this, Intel developed it specifically for us. And we launched it in March. I was hoping to sell a few hundred this year. And we are imminently about to sell our number 1,000, unit number 1,000. So these have been incredibly successful. We're close to selling 1,000. I reckon in the next month or so we'd be able to sell that number 1,000. We're thinking of doing a little bit of a promotion around it, and watch the space. And touch wood, we have not had a single failure yet on the radio side of things. We're looking at different options and to see what we can do, different specials.
We've got spares in stock for them as well, so there's knobs and discussions and covers and housings and displays if you damage them. It's also an IP68 rated radio. It's got the highest IP68 rating of any other radio in the market. So this can actually go to 3 meters for it is. So yeah, it's a really high IP rating, and it is IP rated even with the accessory connectors cover removed. So it's still fully IP rated without the accessory connectors cover on the side.
Okay, well we'll have to talk to Mike and actually get the demo kit sorted and down, because we do want to play favourites with a couple of the different models just to kick along what we've been trying to achieve for the last 18 months with some radio space. But
good value radio.
Now that we're out of, we're trying to ramp it up with we need a couple more points of difference in the market for our own business, and this is where we're nearly ready to go now that we've finished a couple of major projects that we're working on. We can move some of the diverse technicians we have into this more space. So hopefully for the rest of the year, you'll notice a big difference with us purchasing.
Thank you.
Okay, super. Just remember us next time. There's a big project out there. We've got a host of products there, from simple analog radios right the way up to DMR, and with the brands that we do, the different brands. I mean, everybody knows that Motorola is our big brand, but we do ICOM, we do Simoco, we've been now doing Intel. We've got some of the other smaller brands like body-worn cameras and power supplies and Savox and all that sort of stuff. We can pretty much help you engineer any solution you want.
No, that's great. We'll be talking to you soon, Grant, with a wireless
We're negotiating that
solution. That's going to be fantastic. So I'll hopefully talk to you now. I'm back on deck. Really, I'll be a bit more involved with that.
All right.
So thanks again.
Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Kim.
That's fair.
All right. Any other questions? We might wrap that up.
I'm not seeing any questions on my side, Kevin.
All right,
No,
no, we're not seeing anything. Everybody, thank you for joining us. This will be available shortly, so if you need a copy of it, or it will be available on our YouTube channel. It will also be available for email to send it out. So thank you very much for joining us, and enjoy what's left of this week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.